Hey guys, Alex Bose from Liaison here to give you a quick rundown of the tool that we've been using to manage the development process of the VirtualRack and how we manage the improvement of it all. It is a Kanban sort of gated progression board style system, so why don't we get into it? Essentially, a Kanban board is just a to-do list that is staged. It has basically three stages traditionally: to do, doing, and done. And we've expanded on those to have the different stages that are more relevant to us, which has a lot more stages, as you can see. We've got the backlog, which is just all of the to-do items that we have that we want to do at some point in the future. They're typically prioritized from most important at the top to least important at the bottom. And these range from any kind of suggestions from you guys, stuff that Gene wanted to do, suggestions that Todd or I have, or suggestions that the stakeholders want to achieve. As these get kind of approved and say, yes, we do want to work on these and by Dell stakeholders, we'll move those into this awaiting estimate column, which is really just a column for us at Liaison to better hone in what are the things that we need to get a specific estimate for and get costs for. Then budget approval is here. This is the Dell PO or DO number that represents all of these items here that we have approved funding for and that we will be doing underneath this PO number. Then we have the on deck column, which is any contractor that we have, in this case Todd Serpa and Joy Ray, will drag these items as they put them on the top of their to-do list to do next into this column. And then once they begin working on one of these cards, they'll go into the in progress column here. And if they ever get stuck on something and they need someone's help in order to progress on a card, they'll move it into this block column, which is a notification to you or me or anybody that something needs to be figured out before they can proceed. Next, we have a budget for QA, which is anytime that they finish something, it's going to be someone's going to make sure to go in and does this thing follow the acceptance criteria? Does it function as it was designed to, and check for grammar, punctuation, all that good stuff. And then the done column rather at the very end. So I'm going to collapse these columns that we're not going to be needing for today's talk. So like I mentioned, the cards moved from left to right, and let me talk about the anatomy of this individual card. In the top right corner, you'll see the number of hours. The number on the right hand side is the estimated hours on a specific task, and then the other hours is the number of hours spent on that task. We don't really use that feature very much. We don't use this as a time tracking tool, but sometimes we'll just notate that we spent a certain amount of time on there, like in this user documentation code. These four buttons here are basically, three of them are filters for the bottom items here. This one toggles the description of the card. This one toggles the tags of the card. The different tags are which rack is this card relevant to, and we also have T-shirt sizes for how big of a ask this is, anywhere from extra large, medium, small, and extra small. And then this is the subtask to-do list, which is good for items like this, which is bug fix requests, and every time we get an actual request, we just check it, add it in there, and then we work against that 40 hours that we've estimated to handle those requests. And also helps Todd or anyone to understand like what specific individual tasks does he need to check out. The last one is the comment section. This is going to be most relevant to you guys. Whenever you're adding a comment, make sure to use the @ symbol and then type someone's name. So, hey, @Jeremy, check this out and let me know what you think. And that will actually email him a notification. If you don't @ someone, they will not receive a notification. So just make sure to do that whenever you're adding a comment. As you can see, when you click the comments, it'll take you into this comments sort of subsection of that card. In order to get to the general section, you can just click anywhere on a card and it'll take you to the general subsection, and then you can just switch between any of these tabs at the top. Again, I mentioned the subtasks. This is how you add those, and then this is how you add the description here. This is where you add those labels I was talking about. And then you can also assign this to a specific person, and that will also give them a notification when they're assigned to a task. This is the time estimate that I said. I'd ask if you please don't adjust that, because we're using those for estimating purposes and auditing purposes as we bill incrementally. And then the color is the theme. So let's talk about that now. The themes are along the bottom here. They're basically just sort of overall large sort of epic ideas for what we're trying to achieve. So this light blue is UX. So we're trying to improve the UX of the overall experience of the site, the overall presentation of the site, and that's what these light blue columns are. Maintenance and bug fixes, obviously, those are the red ones, so on and so forth. If you can't see this colored column here, use this hamburger menu to access sort of your miscellaneous preferences. I'd recommend definitely turning the color legend on down here, this colored key. I would recommend keeping notifications on, and then sound on or off depending on if you want to get dings or buzzes on your computer. I usually keep them off. And then let's see. The last thing I wanted to mention was to talk about the relevant cards to you guys specifically. That would be bug fixes. Anytime that you guys have a suggestion or find something that's not working. Say, videos aren't working on this specific rack. When you email me or Todd or anyone about that specific ask, we'll add it here into subtasks. So videos aren't working on www.urlhere.com VirtualRack, and then boom, and then we'll add that there, and Todd will get it, and then get in there, knock it out, and cross it off. Save page in progress. This was an ask for the content managers, I think, last quarter, but we only just got funding for it. We'll be working on that over the course of the next few months, but obviously not yet. And same thing with this, add multiple levels of parent-child relationships, where right now there's only a parent and a child, and we're looking at adding another sort of subset to that whole taxonomy level, or another taxonomy level to that set of levels. That is all I got for the quick overview. I hope this helps, and I hope this kind of keeps you guys more informed about what this tool does. And let me know, alex@liaisoncreative.com if you have any questions, or give me a call at 512-617-3735, and I'd be happy to help. Thanks.